That amount of money that I'm paying someone every month, I can own with that.
This time last year, Patosh Francis was paying $2,600 a month in rent and getting frustrated because she thought buying in Boston was moving out of reach as mortgage rates surged through the roof.
It was very discouraging. I mean, every week I was going to open houses.
Then this single mom of four who works for the T found her dream home,
Oh, this street is a gem.
which just so happened to be on the very same block in Mattapan where she grew up. There was just one rather large problem.
I did not think I could afford it. Absolutely not.
But then Patosh found a unique program offered by the city of Boston that could unlock her dreams. It's called One Plus Boston and offers first-time home buyers who fall under certain income levels both down payment assistance from city funds and reduced mortgage rates from partner banks. Patosh offered $530,000 for her home, putting in $8,000 of her own money, but was able to access $44,000 in down payment assistance and lock in a mortgage rate of 3.875 last fall, even though rates at the time had risen to beyond 5%. Her mortgage payment, including taxes, is the same $2,600 she was paying in rent.
Were you surprised at how much assistance you were able to get?
Absolutely. I was overly shocked, because of what I make. I'm like, they're not going to give me anything.
Have you ever seen a housing market like this?
Every year I say no, and every year it gets worse. So in this current market, I would say no. We need to do a lot more than we're doing, and we need to do it everywhere across the state.
Simone Crawford runs MAHA, the Massachusetts Affordable Housing Alliance. While One Plus Boston's only available in the city, MAHA is working to expand another home buying assistance program all across the state.
Basically, what we're trying to do is act as the bank of mom and dad.
The program, called Stash, provides $10,000 to $20,000 in down payment assistance for first-generation home buyers whose parents never owned. And Crawford says there are other grant programs out there, like Mass Dreams from American Rescue Plan funds, that offers up to $50,000 for home buyers in one of the state's gateway cities. If you stack all the programs, first-time home buyers could get more than $100,000 in help.
That's a lot of money, and still some people are still finding it very difficult.
It's no wonder climbing interest rates alone have led to budget-busting mortgage payments. On a median-priced home in Massachusetts, which is around $550,000, homeowners who buy this spring at 7% are paying almost $1,500 more a month in interest than they did a year ago, when rates were around 3%. But there are other ways to cut that payment.
First, shop around. I know it sounds obvious, but rates can vary by up to a point. And don't forget to check out local banks or credit unions. Consider paying an extra 1% of your purchase price up front in points. That helps lower your mortgage rate. And think about an adjustable rate mortgage or an ARM, which offers a lower rate up front, but make sure you know how long you've got before that rate adjusts.
So while it is a tough market, knowledge can help open that front door. I'm Ben Simoneau, WCPB News Center 5.